Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here today with you. And I would also like to thank, before I commence with my speech, Nordic, also Finnish Institute, and of course Annika for your excellent job of bringing us here together today. Thank you for that. The question, yeah, mis siis, or so what, is, I think, very relevant. And it has been raised as such very successfully. And I think this should be asked every time we want to reach to the bottom of the topic. And today I want to talk about three issues with you, which I consider important. First of all, gender segregation in the labor market. Today, in 2018, there are jobs and activities that large parts of the society still call the jobs for women and for men. However, the fact that certain branches of activity are clearly represented by one sex versus another is, I think, a problem in 21st century. And we can ask, so what, or ja mis siis? But firstly, this is a problem because diversity encourages innovation. And several studies have shown that this is the case, but it should be clear also without them. Innovative ideas are not likely to be born in a group where everyone thinks alike and has similar backgrounds or other social characteristics, be it gender, nationality, age, or other indicators. And without innovation, there's no development. And we and my country also cannot afford that. Secondly, segregation in the labor market is also one of the main sources of pay gaps in the labor market. And often women are concentrated in sectors where the average wage level is lower. And I've said that before, and I say this also today, that I would like to encourage women to take the role as entrepreneurs and also apply for the jobs in the sector such as ICT. Second issues are related with work and family life. How to combine these. Labor market of the 21st century can not function successfully on the basis of the model of last century. People have the right and must have the opportunity to realize their dreams both in their personal and professional lives. It is important to create opportunities for a woman to fulfill her ambition and ideas. The same goes to men, of course, as well. Often the choice between work and family life is a problem. In response to the question, and so what, I can say that there is a loss for us if the choice is made only for work or only for the benefit of the family. The win is if you can choose both. And thirdly, I wanted to talk about the attitudes. Attitudes are the basis, often which, without knowing ourselves, many decisions are made. On the basis of attitudes, preferences, and at the same time also the preferences and connected to that later, the choices in the lives are often made. And we can again ask perhaps, so what? But let's think about how much potential is wasted. Estonia is not so big that we can allow the waste of resources. The ICT sector is just one example where there's a big shortage of people. And if large part of the society is excluded from these choices, it is a problem. And I think the key here is also in the education. And we should start from the very early age, from the kindergartens already. I also urge my two daughters to be active in the fields like robotics. And I also often encourage them to really think big and really try to seek opportunity. And I think this is one of the gifts that I can give to them for their entire lives. Nelson Mandela has said that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. I hope that education will move forwards towards more equal and diverse society in the future, leading to happier people and more prosperous economy. Thank you for that.